Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people, and welcome to the Kristomaster4's Take On Show, where I have to do the dirty deed of deciding whether or not my opinion deserves to be in everyone's mind. Spoilers, it's not. Welcome back to another reaction from Elements of Justice, where I get to steal intros from other YouTubers that are way more successful and famous than me. It's been a long time coming since I've been trying to look at this episode, so much so that I can hit the desk. 13 hours later, here I am, here to properly actually watch the episode this time. First, comments. See, honestly, judging from the comments that I'm seeing here from like the last episode, and even from the trailer reaction that I did, like, how has it been, like almost a month ago? Oh, I just got this comment. I'll reply on the spot, because that's how good I am. Brown says that he's one of the editors, and he's super glad that I liked the part, which I did. It was a good episode. It was a good way to just, like, bookend pretty much everything we've seen up to this point. And set up for something new. Another editor, Gerbo, they also commented on how much they liked my reaction, and also the fact that the specific frame for Blue Blood that I actually caught in the video, actually caught up the way it did. I noticed that he like was angry for a frame.
Anyone who could have committed the crime. Objection!
No. Yeah, I noticed that frame because it's like it kind of popped out, so I figured that would be God, why do I look like such a schlub? That was a part that I also kind of like appreciated, where he noticed that I noticed at the little things, which I can do. Sometimes I'll admit I'll miss and ignore completely obvious stuff that's right in your face, but just a random frame will be like, yeah, that's neat, I noticed. Yeah, you did a good job too. The editing was great in the last episode. Serenity is back yet again. Serenity didn't have a lot to say about the video itself, but they did like the idea that I posted at the end of that reaction, where it's like, yeah, maybe I'll just do a video where I talk about like my thoughts and ideas of what's gonna happen next. That didn't really go through, mostly because time, and also I didn't expect the next 2 episodes to come out, but they have. So thoughts and speculations are kind of whatever, especially since I kind of got spoiled at a fucking plot point, but we'll get to that later. Kristomaster4's says amazing editing, and I appreciate that. I put a lot of effort into these, as well as most of my other videos. I do have other videos on this channel. This is not a brony reaction channel. I do throw a bunch of editing into these projects because it's what I am passionate about. I like doing it, so therefore I want to do more and make it pop out. I want people to be excited for the uploads that I put out, and not just, oh, there's another video. Even though I do that like sometimes. Boy, oh boy, Al Javis is back yet again. And yeah, he would also love if I actually talked about the comments more. Which, hey, look at what I'm doing right now. Talking about the comments more. I have been feeling a little bit more comfortable in being real and direct with what I say, instead of like sugarcoating it to make myself look good in front of the creators. So I've been getting better at kind of just being true to my opinions and all that. So I'm glad you appreciate it. Court record also, I'm gonna have to see how that works with the court record, because I would love to be able to like show it. Ending cutscene was done by me, and I hated every second of it. Yeah, I noticed that you were voicing the guard. Shoutouts to the writers of this trial. There was a reason why the case is so well written. And not to mention the special editors. You know, again, good on you guys for actually getting out the episode in a timely fashion, despite it being like months after the initial airing of the first part. Like, it still came out really well, and you could tell that there was a lot more effort put into it. Again, not to say that the first part really didn't have anything going for it, because it did. It's what got me to come back for more. But it's a definite improvement over the first part, essentially. I look forward to editing this part. Isn't that right, Chris? I'm looking forward to editing this part
for it to get out as soon as possible. Right.
Deathfire Prime is very excited for my reactions, and I'm kind of surprised, honestly. Like, I thought I was just kind of whatever, a whatever kind of guy. Again, I gathered a cult following on, like, the Discord server. What did I do? I'm just watching your guys' stuff and making a video of it. Like, what? How am I special in any way compared to any of the other people that have reacted to this already? Like, what makes me so special? I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude in his mid-20s making a video about My Little Pony Cross Ace Attorney with little to no free time on my hands. Like, I'm just kind of doing my own thing, y'all. Like, I appreciate that you like me, but what did I do? What did I do to deserve any of that? And then quick rundown of the stuff I got from the Elements of Justice Case 2 reaction trailer. Serenity corrected me on Sonata. Serenity corrected me on Sonata because I swear for the life of me that character's name was Midnight Sonata. I don't know if it was some kind of Mandela effect or if it was like changed at some point or it was like a fan name. That's what I kind of went with. One of those things must have happened because I swore to God that it was Midnight Sonata. And I look back at the original credits of Turnabout Storm and it's just Sonata. She has never been called Midnight Sonata. She's just Sonata in the credits and also in the series entirely. So I don't know where I got Midnight Sonata from. I can only assume it was a fan name that just got thrown around, but I don't know where it came from. Pat Brown's excited. Rob is just pressuring me, and Gerbo's, again, he's looking forward to when Case 2 comes out, and this guy just told me that Case 2's out, which I'm aware of. I'm about to get to that. This section was actually a lot longer than I thought it would be. It's fine. I'll get to the video eventually. I started recording this at like 8 in the morning. A lot of stuff happened, and now it is 11:15 at night. As you can tell. So I'm gonna try my best to get through at least the first part. I don't think I'm gonna be able to binge through both of them at this time of night because I am tired, but I am willing to sit through this portion and seeing how well it goes. Ha! Foreshadowing. I'm expecting greatness, but not overhyping myself. Here they are, the next two parts of Elements of Justice. Don't mind the fact that it shows the Crusading for a Turnabout's already started. I technically clicked on the video to see if it worked. That's about it. I didn't see anything past like the first second of animation, and I have not seen 2-2 at all. But I do know that both of these had watch parties prior to the episodes airing, and for the case of 2-2, after the episodes airing as well. So there was a live chat. I think they're gonna wait for at least a month or so before putting out the next part, so you have time to go through 2-2 if you really want to. I'll get to it eventually, but I'm gonna start off with Case 2-1 for Crusading for a Turnabout. Apple Bloom and Scootaloo are on the front. I know the CMCs are involved. I saw the trailer, so honestly, we should just jump directly into the video and see how well it goes. I will see you randomly within the episode as I watch and make sure that my commentary is spot on. I apologize if I sound dry because I'm tired. I'm doing this the best I can because if I know, I will not get it done otherwise. Hashtag not spot. Oh. This guy's actually gonna get murdered by Timberwolves, huh? Or is it a Timberwolf in disguise? Yay, an actual murder this time! We're finally getting a murder case! There's no way faking that.
As much as I'd love to stay here a while, we really should be heading home soon.
So, Athena, I've been meaning to ask you this for some time now.
Ooh, yes, talk about the Mood Matrix.
Around your neck.
I mean, I already know how it works. I already know how the mood matrix works.
Say hi, Widget.
Hi, Widget. Oh my, it talks.
Yeah, it does. He talks and he exemplifies whatever emotion Athena is feeling, despite whether or not she's actually showing said emotion. I like that. Spirit of Justice is my favorite ace attorney of all time.
His functions include taking notes, reviewing evidence, and assisting me in analyzing people's emotions.
So he's like a living notebook?
With therapy!
And how does he help you analyze people's emotions?
Well, with my special sense of hearing, I can detect the discord in a witness's heart while they're giving their testimony. Then, I plug the data I hear into a program called the Mood Matrix, and that way, I can see what emotions the witness is experiencing.
Wait, Discord? I have a friend named Discord.
Not the same Discord.
So I use Widget to try and pinpoint contradicting emotions and reveal the truth behind a witness's testimony.
Again, therapy.
Wow! Humans truly are exceptional when it comes to the legal world.
In anime, though, dude, if they had like analytical psychology in like real court trials where they could psychoanalyze a fucking criminal on the spot and try to figure out what his emotions are via fucking Star Trek signs all over the fucking person and trying to figure out, okay, this guy's angry, but he's showing that he's happy, especially when this scene is in his brain. So if we remove the happy and try to match that with every other emotion that's only 4, because humans only react in 4 emotions, then maybe we can find out what the signature contradiction is. Let's sci-fi this shit!
Is there anything else that interests you? Do you have any pets?
She has a very good amount of languages.
But I'd love to have one. I adore animals.
She's very multilingual.
I really love aquatic animals. In fact,
Yeah, you do.
you might like to visit that host live performances with some of them.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I know about Orla. Yeah, I know about Orla and the one black guy in Ace Attorney that also happens to be a murderer. Spoilers for the 5th game.
Oh, you like animal therapy? I have plenty of pets.
Yeah, she would get along with Fluttershy.
For that purpose.
She would so get along with Fluttershy.
I mean, if you'd like to meet them.
Yes, good.
Duskling Super.
Huh?
Good. Again, she's very multilingual. So she'll just burst out in a different language for excitement's sake, or what have you. So that's a good attention to detail. I really do like Athena a lot. She's very underrated in terms of a Ace Attorney partner.
But I'm not sure how much more of all of this I can handle.
Oh, you'll be fine. Nix was exactly like that the last time he was here.
Look, I'm not a professional. I'm not even an amateur. I have 0 experience in the field. And I want to be nice. So I will be. The Rainbow Dash voice isn't great against my ears. It's just very nasally.
Wait, Buck? What do you mean by Buck?
Kicking.
You know, giving them trees a good hard kick.
How many apple trees do you have?
Yes.
Say dozens and dozens. Maybe.
The answer is yes, Apollo.
Hundreds? Letting pride get in the way of asking for help, huh?
Yeah. But I came around eventually. Thanks to my friends.
That's what happened in an episode.
Me on her side, we got it done really quick too.
And after
I won't complain. I'm not gonna complain every time.
Fastest flyer in Ponyville.
I'm gonna be good.
She's won every race she's competed in. Well, except the running of the leaves.
We don't talk about the running of the leaves.
Started with that race.
don't you ever get nervous before a race?
No, because she's too arrogant.
You know, I think I've got just a trick to keep you from getting nervous before a competition.
Huh? What would that be?
Vocal exercises.
I was going to joke about that.
Yep.
Yell into the mic.
What you do is
Yell into the mic. Yell into the mic.
My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. See? Easy.
My name is Rainbow Dash and I'm fine.
Louder.
You're going to psych yourself up like that? I couldn't even hear you.
Come on, do the bit.
louder.
Do the bit.
My name is Rainbow Dash and I'm fine.
Louder.
My name is Rainbow Dash and I'm fine.
Louder.
My name is Rainbow Dash and I'm fine.
I don't think I can hear out of this either.
I don't think I can hear. Good.
If he teaches Pinky, there won't be.
Speaking of Pinky, is Rarity in Pinky with Trucy right now?
Whoa,
Oh boy.
you were an amazing magician at the party last.
Oh boy, the magic.
Thank you. My daddy taught me everything I know.
Sort of.
Your daddy.
My other daddy taught me.
Huh? Two daddies? How does that work? Are daddies able to give birth in your world?
No, but I'm sure some people would love that. Yes, I am calling you out. She's not gonna watch this anyway.
Your birth father vanished. What exactly happened? It's kind of a long story. I'm not really sure how I'd begin to explain it.
Also, it'd be spoilers for me, so don't.
Run away?
Don't.
Me's under an invisibility cloak.
The other thing, too, is that I'm pretty sure they explained that in Spirit of Justice, so I kind of know where she's going at. Don't really know entirely, though.
Speaking of, I kind of wish I could let everyone back home know that we're okay.
Especially Edgy Boy.
You all right there, Phoenix? You've been spacing out for a few minutes now.
That's a much better Spike voice now that I think about it.
Since I left, I was disbarred, adopted an amazing daughter, cleared my name, and helped bring an end to the dark age of the law.
Very true.
At the same time, I don't want us to just rush back home right as everyone's getting to know each other.
It's fine. You'll get a job soon enough.
Understand why you want to go back. How about a Twilight just sends you home first?
No, I can't
No, it's not how that works.
look after them, especially Trucy.
Yes.
Dead set on leaving, aren't you?
You sure we can't stay a little longer?
As much as I know you'd like to, we can't.
Oh, we will.
So, you really want to go back now?
I don't mean anything by it, Twilight. But yes,
I guess we'll see you all another time. Goodbye, Phoenix.
Trailer shot. Vague dialogue for trailer shot. I was wrong. Phoenix was trying to leave, and that's why she said goodbye. I am getting cross-eyed, and I'm not even an hour into this thing. Oh, this is a bad idea. I will be right back, technically, even though you will see this completed. I am back. I'm ready to watch more of this. As much as I can, because I know I'm fading. But I'm very intrigued right now so far, actually. I'm excited to see where this is leading to, because the characters are actually talking about each of their own lives and bonding and growing better together, essentially. And it's nice to see. Genuinely. There's that. This is a bad. An actual murder happened in Ponyville. Well, I mean, I think it happened around the Everfree Forest, but near Ponyville. Oh!
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm sorry, miss, but we're just following orders.
Oh my. Oh no, you don't.
Miss, please stop resisting and step inside the carriage.
Please, I didn't do anything. I swear.
That's
Enough. Get inside the carriage.
Oh, hi, Al Javis. How you doing?
Please,
Get in the carriage now.
hold it. Rainbow Dash. Save me.
I will only ask you this once. Move aside.
Not until you take those cuffs off of
This isn't good.
What makes you think you have the right to order a member of the royal guard around? You have no authority. You're just a mere element bearer.
Is that the equivalent of just,
We have a warrant.
like, is that the equivalent of that?
That's ridiculous. What kind of crime is she even being accused of?
Murder.
She's just a filly. There's no way she could kill some pony.
Yeah, Applejack's right. I wasn't even in the Everfree Forest last night.
What? Dude. You're gonna go out the gate lying? You're gonna go right out the gate lying, huh? Dude.
Stop right there!
Hmm?
Scram, kid. This doesn't concern you. Go play in the woods.
You let her go, villain! Let's see how you like this!
Hey, put me down, kids.
What are you doing, you little runt? Are you trying to get arrested as well?
Guards like you make me sick. What right do you have to wear the armor of Her Highness?
What?
Now, let the Scootaloo go!
Are you threatening a member of the royal...
Yeah, is that legal?
This is getting out of hand. I need to stop this kid before he does something.
Is that legal?
Hey, kid, cut this out.
Take the point of my sword!
Villain?
Ow! Kid can hit hard.
Haha! Your stone is
Uh-oh.
villain! You can't defeat me!
No, you idiot!
My Megaton?
No, you idiot! Get that!
Rats! I can't take on this many. This isn't over! You hear?
Hey, give me back my Magatama!
Don't worry, boss. I'll catch him for you.
He's a horse. Oh, that's not good. Now we can't question Scootaloo immediately.
Gotcha!
Give back that stone, you ugly hench pony!
Ugly hench pony? You take that back, kid!
Do not underestimate me!
Hang on.
You take that back, kid!
Get off my lawn! That had that same energy. That had that same energy as like get off my lawn. Solid Jade Harley from Let's Read Homestuck. I still remember.
Turning page, come here now. Turning page, do not make me repeat myself.
Yes, Mom! I will return and stand victorious over you and your villainous ways!
Give me a break, will ya, you little thief.
Well, Athena's in the forest now.
I managed to catch him before he made it inside this forest.
Also, yeah, she's now the... Oh, I guess she's not that far in if Phoenix was able to find her.
I don't think my body was built for this.
Hello, Sprite.
It was nothing, Bob.
Was not expecting that.
What's it like to be young?
Oh, you're not.
You should know. You're only in your mid-30s.
She said herself that she didn't even go to the forest last night.
But Phoenix knows she was lying.
Huh? That's odd.
I heard the little buzz. So she knows that Scootaloo is lying, huh? Hang on. Oh. All the different portions of the court record are in a mega folder. Alright, well, I mean, I guess I could also just look at it from here. So we have the defense, we have the badge, and we have the Magatama, kind of. So yeah, it's good to have a court record in here actually, and like it'll update alongside with when the next portion comes in. Oh god, yep, there's all the profiles of people we have. Yeah, this will definitely be helpful to look at. So like I'll have the court record on the side and I'll look at it alongside the episode. I would want to have it on like at all times, but I feel like with how I edit these episodes, it'll be easier if I just swap back and forth. Because it's also kind of how it works, like in the games. One of Sweet Apple Lake, owner of Sweet Apple Acres, met her on my previous adventures at Equestria. Don't remember much about her, but she threatened to knock me upside the head. I do remember that. I do remember that. A kindly mare who takes care of wild animals in her cottage. Typically shy, but can be assertive when it comes to protecting her friends. Very true. Is that her canon age? Me. What more can I say? After 7 years away from the bench, I'm ready to save anyone or anything from a false accusation. Head of the Right Anything Agency. Yeah, he's in his mid-30s. He's talking about fucking old. A hyperactive party pony who I was Feeney's partner in crime. He and I solved many mysteries together. Wait, what? Good. The fastest flyer in Ponyville. The pony I defended 9 years ago. Now a member of the Wonderbolts Reserve. Yeah, I forget. This was between 5? Was it season 4 or season 5? Because I know she was a princess after season 3. I think it was season 5, I want to say. No, it was before Starlight. So it was after... It's right before season 5, but after season 4. That's what I think that's what it was. I remember the Carousel Boutique, a fashion-forward designer and entrepreneur, close friends with Coco Pamela and the victim. Wait, close friends with the victim? Oh, we haven't seen the victim yet. Spike, the baby dragon who lives with Twilight and is her #1 assistant. Hospitable and takes his duties very seriously. Tracy Wright, an aspiring master magician and my daughter. I adopted her 9 years ago. I still will have to figure out how that came to be. Still. An Alicorn Princess of Friendship. An old friend of mine who has called us to Equestria to solve another murder. And then her face is the last image. So, in keeping with no spoilers, I will not access any of these court records until it is appropriate. So, but it is good to just kind of have them on the side. Good on ya. That was a good read. I am an hour into recording this section, and I am not 30 minutes into the episode. Oh god, this is gonna go on all night. I did this to myself. Oh, is Athena gonna
be already
take over?
I led this case. I have a feeling that there's something to this case that might warrant my psychological expertise. The defendant is only a kid after all. I can't imagine this will be an easy experience for her to deal with.
Me likey. Yes, please, more Athena in my Ace Attorney fan animation. Please, more. I would appreciate more Athena Sykes. I like her a lot. I'm sure that noise was perfect to make right after me saying I like Athena. Top-notch material here over at Kristomaster4's channel. Random tangent. If you guys want to address me, call me Chris. You don't have to call me Christo. Tangent over. Back to the video.
I know more than any of us what it's like to be involved in a murder trial as a kid.
She is right. That whole tragic backstory that she has kind of... Yeah, she's right.
If Nick trusts you, then so do I. Same here. Thank you kindly, miss.
No problem. I promise. I won't let any of you down.
I hate to rain on your parade, but if you're going to defend in an equestrian courthouse, you're going to need an equestrian attorney's badge.
Hang on. No, wait a minute. I noticed something.
I won't let any of you down.
I hate to rain on your parade, but if you're going to defend in an equestrian courthouse...
Now, I'm not an expert. I want to point out what I'm about to say is solely a very, very specific, stupid nitpick that I have when it comes to music. If it does not loop properly, and I notice it, and it removes me out of the rhythm, I feel it in my soul. And that did not loop properly. There's like a half second of dead air before it loops back, so it's not on the beat. Again, not that it ruined anything there, but it is super noticeable to someone who loves rhythm games and wants everything to be on beat when it comes to that, or music playing in the background of things. Usually if I play a short clip of audio, but it loops at some point, I would try to match the loop with where it's supposed to start so that it transitions properly into the beginning of the beat, so it's a synchronous loop. And when it doesn't do that, it pulls me out, even though I'm supposed to be paying attention to the scene and not the song. But I noticed that. It's a thing I noticed, and I know constructive criticism is allowed, and I'm not saying that this is the worst thing ever. It is solely a me problem. It is a me problem if things aren't in sync when it comes to music. Unintentionally not in sync, I should specify. God, I've been pausing so much and I'm not even 30 minutes into the episode. Oh God.
You're going to need an equestrian attorney's badge.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Phoenix has only one of those.
I don't have one of those. The Equestria High Council. You mentioned them yesterday, didn't you? When you were explaining how you were able to be Mr. Right's co-counsel despite not being a princess? It was because you made an appeal to them, right?
Yeah.
Originally, Princess Celestia was going to preside as the judge, but the High Council members were concerned that her verdict might be biased. But every political decision must go by the High Council first.
This is from Turnabout Storm, right? I mean, the animation is not the same, but this section's from Turnabout Storm, right? Because he said it was on his first visit here.
Naturally, this case went by them, and they wouldn't allow the princess to preside as a judge.
Yeah. So that's why they had to get the other judge. Yep, this is for Turnabout Storm.
That's democracy for you. They even have the power to overrule the princess's authority in some cases. Isn't that right?
Yep.
Yes, that's correct. The Equestria High Council is made up of 6 ponies. 5 are elected by the general populace from various administrative positions. The 6th member, known as the Lawkeeper, is the head of the High Council. They are elected by the council members themselves whenever the previous Lawkeeper either retires or passes away. The duty of the High Council is to speak for the citizens of Equestria when it comes to making political decisions that affect our country. They advise the princesses when making such decisions, and can even overrule their authority in a majority vote. Since you're an acquaintance of myself and Mr. Wright, it shouldn't be too hard to write an appeal for you and Apollo.
Oh, wait a second. I never asked for a badge.
You never needed to. You're going to be a part of this.
I don't see the harm in getting one for you as well. You never know. You might use it someday.
In case 3, what?
And now watch as the mistake known as watching this part at 11 at night truly takes its toll. Please note that the next section will be heavily edited to reinforce this.
What about the time it takes to deliver those messages?
Well, Spike can send messages instantly using his fire breath.
Wait, why didn't you
Once Spike
mention this?
Oh, that doesn't make any sense. How does it get sent anywhere?
Oh.
It is true that there could be a delay in hearing back from them.
It's probably best if I investigate with Athena. If she's unable to defend tomorrow, then I'm going to have to do it.
This is true.
And I'll come with you.
I want to come too. I won't let them call Scootaloo a criminal.
This freaking music.
We went over this last time. This isn't exactly the kind of thing a filly like you should be doing.
If I recall,
Classic CMC music.
get it together. I found some pretty important evidence.
She's right. She's right.
I've proven myself when it comes to this investigating stuff.
Oh my God.
Okay. If I say no, you'll just find a way to tag along anyway.
Also true.
This way I can keep an eye on you, so that you don't get lost or mess up the crime scene.
Work.
Cutie Mark Crusader, private investigator!
That's a callback.
More of us should go, though. We don't want to unintentionally disrupt the investigation by having too many of us there.
All right, Trucy Apollo, go back to the castle.
Forest is the safest place to be. Rainbow?
Yeah, some up.
You are going to save her.
Oh, right, Scootaloo. It just hit me that it's Scootaloo.
You can count on me.
She's kind of like her unofficial daughter.
Venus got
Sister, not daughter.
And especially, even when the situation is at its bleakest,
Athena can power through and force her biggest smile.
This is true.
She'll fight for Scootaloo until the bitter end, dragging out the truth along the way. You can count on her.
Or the trial, depending on what it is.
Drive,
Learns from the best.
tenacity, and courage. Huh?
Do I sense some nostalgia behind those words?
Thanks, Drusilla.
Phoenix said those words, I'm pretty sure exactly. Fact from Turnabout Storm, I assume.
Do we even know where the murder occurred, though? I know it was somewhere in this forest, but...
Don't worry. I asked the guards for more information on the crime. They were willing to tell a princess like me the details. Well, one of them was, at least. Follow me.
Another scene done. Okay. Apparently it's getting late. I don't have to split this part up into multiple parts. You guys will see what's coming up now, but it'll be another cut for me. That's fine. I do want to say, though, I am very interested to see how this, goes overall. I think I'll keep that like that in duct tape. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm very interested to see how this goes. On to yet another Chris. Way to go, buddy. It took me 3 days to watch this episode. 3 days! I started recording on Tuesday. It is now Friday. 3 days. Not even joking. This is the 3rd day since I started recording this. 3 separate parts in 3 separate days. I'm gonna finish it, damn it. I'm going to. Good thing I mostly remember what happened last. I know this is an hour and a half long. I don't want to elongate this any further, and I want to finish this so that I can have it done. And we stopped at a good point, so let's continue from that point. I believe the last thing that we saw was Apple Bloom was captured. She was arrested, and Athena is on the case to solve the murder. Or sorry, Scootaloo was arrested, and Apple Bloom is helping us, Athena and Phoenix, to investigate the crime scene for an actual murder. So, let's continue from where we left off.
What was that?
A Timberwolf, probably.
What's a Timberwolf?
They're a breed of magical dogs that live in this forest.
They're very wooden.
Suggests their bodies are made of timber and leaves, and they can even reassemble themselves if they get injured.
Like a zombie?
Kinda. And much like a zombie, if you completely eradicate all of it, then it can't regenerate. But only once you eradicate all parts at once.
Many deadly creatures like the Timberwolves live in this forest. We shouldn't come across any.
It's also a very...
Good. So there's a ton of vicious animals in here just waiting to kill me.
Yes, but it's also the case where if you get lost, you will get lost. Let's hope that you don't come across any cockatrices on the way there, though. Or, manticores, that's the word. I kept wanting to say minotaur, which is not what I was trying to think of.
Awesome!
Yay! Luckily, they never seem to leave the forest itself, which is good for all of us living in it.
Except that one time where they fought Spike. Court record's been updated, which means I need to now update the court record here. Oh, I guess that's from when... Oh, is it per scene? Is the court record per scene? I think it's per scene. Does it update per scene or does it update per time that it gets updated, I guess? Oh, it tells me. All right, yeah. Here we go. I got a little ahead of myself. I figured it out. So Timberwolves, species of magical violent dogs that live in the forest edge, known to rip their prey apart in seconds. So if we ever get someone who tries to talk about how it took a long time for them to rip it apart, now we know that they could be lying. And the Timberwolves themselves, not a bad image, actually. I think that is ripped right from the show. And then we got the Magatama, which was taken from Spy Some Philly. My camera just died again. I hate this video. I hate it.
I hate it. I hate it. I spent the time playing Metopia waiting for footage to send over so that I can have face cam. I love complicated setups. Court record. Do we have turning page info already? We never got his name officially, I don't think. Hey, Al Javis. Hey, buddy. You know, I think you might have left something. We know who this is. This is not who this is. This you kind of, I know it was in the trailer, but you know, just yeah. Yeah, again, I could put them up side by side, but I would rather have the video be full screen because I already don't look at the court records that often anyway. And having to go down here to check to see what court record updates happen is good to know. I could still just look at the screen, but like having the court record on the side is good to know.
Why in the world was your town founded right next to such a dangerous forest in the first place?
It's a long story.
Yeah, it's a long story.
It involves the Timberwolves, funnily enough.
It also involves two sisters.
Keep going.
I think.
The right path leads to Froggy Bottom Bog. It's a swamp full of dangerous aquatic animals.
I remember Froggy Bottom Bog. There was a Hydra that they had to fight there.
Night statue, only about a 3-minute walk away.
I remember Nightmare Night Statue. That's where Luna was defeated.
Slain, we really ought to move on. We shouldn't be in this forest.
Plot.
Sunlight can barely get through those trees during the day. There's no way any moonlight is going to get through them.
Don't remind me.
Yeah.
There's someone I think we should talk to first before we reach the crime scene.
Is it my favorite African zebra?
To make too much of a detour.
Yeah! My favorite African rhyming zebra.
Is the only African rhyming zebra that I know of.
Hold up. A good friend of mine named Zakora.
No, but see, if we're going by the logic of elements of justice so far, don't you mean Zekara? This has been your daily dose of sass where it is not needed. Thank you very much. I will be here for the rest of this episode.
Was this who you wanted to talk to before we got to the crime scene?
Yeah, I just wanted to warn you to stay away from that patch of blue flowers there.
I still remember that like it was yesterday. That was so hilarious.
I am curious. How is a poison joke going to affect the case? Because it will.
So if you touch it, it'll play an ironic joke on you.
I almost walked right through them. I wonder what they would have done to me. Take away my hearing?
Knowing you, it probably would have actually made you deaf. It actually probably would have made you deaf if you actually touched the poison joke. It would make Athena deaf. It'd probably make Phoenix, what would it do to Phoenix? I don't know. He can't point. Maybe he's a liar. Oh, God. If Phoenix touched it, what if that made him lie? Oh, God. I'm eating a pizza roll. Don't worry about me. Trucy wouldn't be able to perform magic. Or it could potentially affect her magic panties. And Apollo just wouldn't, he would be mute. I think Trucy, would be ironic for a magician. Either she wouldn't be able to perform magic or the magic blows up in her face, and Apollo would be mute. Athena would be deaf and Apollo would be mute. That's the only thing I can think of for the poison joke. I never even thought of the poison joke when it came to being in the Everfree Forest. Oh, God. I hoped, because if it's, I did see it was going to be in the court record eventually, but, you know, knowing that, that's definitely going to play into the trial later, I'm sure, because we have to, like, decipher what the poison joke would do to someone based on their personality or their talents and cutie marks and stuff. Again, the most obvious ones for me would be Athena and Apollo. Apollo would be mute and Athena would be deaf. Apollo would either be mute or blind because he also has good vision when it comes to his bracelet. So one of those things will happen maybe. Ooh, God. Potential implications.
And there it is in the court record.
Is there, anything else around here we should be wary of?
I mean, we don't know where the parasprites are, so I think you're fine.
Or what we need to ask her.
Is she the one that got murdered?
Doesn't sound like she's home.
Look here.
Uh-oh.
See this mail? Notice how this one letter looks much dirtier compared to the others? I can only assume that this has been sitting here for a while.
Is she the one that got murdered?
Doesn't make any sense. Sakura always brings her mail in right away so that it doesn't end up like this.
No, this would have been she would be gone for a while.
Hey, boss. You don't think she could be the victim of this case, do you?
We still haven't seen the body.
No!
Oh, no. Don't worry. I'm not saying that she's the victim.
Unless she had poison joke on her.
It's so powerful. She must really care about...
Well, then who died?
I should probably apologize to her later.
No, that's a valid point. I also thought that. I do think she's connected.
How so?
Side, very, very, very nitpicky tangent.
However, I do think this could mean she's at least connected to our case.
How so?
I can't say for certain.
Phoenix's voice actor. I don't know if it's your fault or if it's the editor, but that first line is a little way too soft compared to his literal next line. Again, heavily nitpicking. I'm kind of an audiophile, so like I noticed this. I was about to make a joke like, "Can you speak up a bit, Phoenix?" But then he fixed that in the next part. So I think that was a little bit forgotten somewhere. I don't know. This has been the nitpicking hour. I swear, I really do enjoy this show.
Because she was taken in for some questioning.
Yeah, I noticed those ghost trick sound effects.
Just from that one letter? Could I see that letter for a second?
Is that a...
Sure.
Is that an official seal? There's a seal on that letter.
What is it?
Is she a witness?
You're right, Apple Bloom.
Yeah.
The Canterlot Royal Seal.
Which means the princesses wanted her, it was updated twice, so it'd be 4. Yeah, So, the princesses requested her for something.
I'll put Sakura's letter back in her mailbox. We shouldn't be privacy like this.
The
crime scene should only be another 15 minutes away.
It's also good that she didn't open the letter, because if that ever comes up, we will know we were the last people who touched it. Because if it goes away or if it ends up being opened, we know it's not us. So it could be someone else. There's Scootaloo's scooter. I forget, they weren't the Cutie Mark Crusader. Like, they didn't get their Cutie Marks yet, right? At this point?
What is that?
Well, no, wait, they didn't, because that was season, 7. That was, season 6 or 7. There's a castle of the 2 sisters.
Interesting. What happened?
That's a long story.
It's a long story.
There seem to be a lot of long stories here. The founding of Ponyville, the castle of the 2 sisters. I wonder what else I can learn about this world.
Let me introduce you to the wonderful world of the Brony analyst community.
Oh, hello there. What might you folks be up to?
Professor Layton? Ooh, I like you, chap.
Your hat reminds me of someone I met once, a long time ago.
No, you didn't. No, you guys didn't. No, you didn't, even though it makes sense. You've been playing all their fucking music the whole time. No, you didn't. Listen, I heavily approve of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright continuity. I very heavily approve. You get some stars, however many it will fit on my finger. editing jokes. Oh, is he the detective in this case?
What an honor it is to be in your noble presence, Your Highness.
Talk about being out of the loop. How much has Twilight helped this world?
You have no idea.
You definitely remind me of him.
And that's not even counting what's not already happened in canon at this point. Also, I good Phoenix. I saw that.
I'm April Bloom. It's nice to meet you, mister.
Buy some apples!
Buy some apples! Buy some apples! Buy some apples!
I'm American.
Buy some apples!
Feeling is mutual, Apple Bloom.
Yeah, is he just not Professor Layton?
Phoenix Wright.
The very same from yesterday's trial and the TS5 case.
Like, this is just not Layton.
Name is Private Eye. I'm the lead investigator.
I see he is the detective.
You're the lead investigator?
The reason I'm leading this investigation is because Princess Celestia ordered me to.
Princess Celestia?
As much as I wish I could tell you, I'm afraid that if I revealed anything, Princess Celestia would be less than pleased, you see.
She's her fucking student.
I see.
She's her private student. Why would she?
Why did Twilight sound so dejected?
She should know.
We found no link between her and the victim after all.
Who was the victim?
But, alas, the evidence pointed to her as the culprit. So we had no choice but to issue a warrant for her arrest.
Who
Link, huh?
is
So
the victim?
For Scootaloo to commit this crime. I wonder how the
Ask who?
that issue.
Who is the victim?
Hey, Twilight? You okay?
Time for some therapy.
I'm fine. Let's begin the investigation.
The emotions I'm hearing say otherwise, Twilight.
Time for some therapy.
I suppose that's a can of worms that can wait to be opened.
Later.
All right, Athena. So, what's our first...
Oh, fuck.
meeting?
Well, first, I'd like
Oh,
to know
God.
about the victim. Can you tell me anything about them, Private?
I'm listening, but
Well, now,
this fucking music. I'm getting nostalgia
instructed to keep quiet.
for a 6-year-old game.
Wait, seriously? You can't even tell us who the victim is?
8-year-old game.
So much, Princess. Just the general public. Miss Apple Bloom.
Anything that will cause any trouble for you. Right, Apple Bloom?
Yeah, you can trust me. My lips are zipped, mister.
I appreciate that. I also appreciate that her mouth actually didn't move that much when she said that.
My lips are zipped.
I appreciate that. It's like, my lips are zipped. I very much, that's a nice attention to detail. That's nice.
Mister?
That's real nice.
The victim's name is Royal Order, a member of Princess Celestia's Royal Guard.
Okay.
Canterlot.
When did he die?
For whatever reason, he decided to leave soon afterwards, and she never saw him alive again.
So we don't even know the reason.
So, boss, the victim had a family.
Wife and kids?
Yes. And son.
Is Turning Page one of the kids? Fucking called it.
Wait, that kid. That's
Had a feeling.
earlier, isn't it?
It sure looks like him. So he's the victim's son.
Also, the woman on the left looks like Button's mom.
Wait,
He seemed intent on stopping.
What do you mean the storage is full? What do you mean the storage is full? I emptied you.
Unfortunately, the body is still undergoing autopsy, so we cannot be certain as of yet. However, the leading theory is that he died from blood loss due to a small stab wound to the right side of his head.
Yeah.
An odd place to stab someone, don't you think?
Unless maybe he...
We're hoping to find a reason for that once the
Maybe it was a situation where, like, something swung and just, like, and then let him die. Because I think... No, he was facing this way, so it would have come from this side. And then to death. Either that or, like, someone took, like, a spike to the side of his head. Or he could have just... It could have been, like, an accidental thing. Well, I don't think it'd be accidental. It probably was intentional. Based on the suggestion of the creator saying straight up, yeah, it's a murder. So maybe someone planted a trap for him? Maybe? I don't know.
when you say small stab wound,
But it looked pretty big. It did not look just like a small wound.
Look no further than that scooter over there, Miss Sykes.
Huh?
Oh, shit. It's at the very end of the fucking...
What is it, Twilight?
Those are Scootaloo's.
Are you telling me that the victim was stabbed with the scooter?
That is our current interpretation of the facts, yes.
Looks like the handle isn't the only part of the scooter that's broken.
Yeah.
Look at the front wheels.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Twisted and bent.
Just the front two.
Mr. Wright. We tested it earlier and confirmed that this scooter no longer works.
Found at the crime scene right next to the victim's body, the left handle is missing and the exposed metal bolt is covered in the victim's blood. The front wheels are also dented, making the riding the scooter impossible. We need to know when that happened, which we're going to have to get eyewitness testimony for that. We need to know when the wheels were dented, because we know she rides that scooter fast all the time. Well, people who know the show know that she rides that scooter fast all the time, as much as she can. So we need to know when, before the crime happened, it got dented. We don't know when, and that's a huge thing. Do we have more information? Yeah, Private Eye. I want to look at his biopic. A gentlemanly investigator in charge of this case. Very polite, but seems to know more than he's letting on. So yeah, he's just Leighton. He's just a not Leighton, which I'm not. I'm very okay with. Husband of fair devotion. Royal Order, turning page, fair devotion, huh? That's the family. We haven't talked to Fair Devotion, so we don't even know what she's like. Oh, it even gives us the like the picture and then another picture. Specifically the zoom in of the handle, because I think the handle was broken off with the metal bolt and all that. But like, yeah, we need to know when the scooter wheels were like ruined.
When was the last time you saw it?
Yesterday afternoon, around 3:30 p.m. We were hanging out all day yesterday. We each went home around 3:30. So,
yeah, we need to know the autopsy of when the victim died.
You did afterwards.
I didn't even need my hearing to know that you're hiding something, Apple Bloom.
2 red capes and a roll of golden silk?
Hey.
That is their...
Those have some sort of emblem.
Yeah, that's their old Cutie Mark Crusader logo, is that not? Especially with the golden fabric underneath. Yeah, that's a nice callback. I remember that golden fabric. I definitely remember that because Sweetie Belle took that fabric from Rarity to try to make the glitter pop out from underneath, even though it wouldn't be on top, and that wasn't a good idea, but, you know, it pops out. But why do they have it now? This is season 4, right? Like right after season 4, before season 5. So they didn't get their cutie marks. So they were like right off the cusp of this. God, I don't remember why they had that.
Right there is the emblem of the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Cutie Mark Crusaders?
That's what Sweetie Belle, Scootaloo, and I call ourselves. Ever since we first met, we were all so eager to get our cutie marks. So, we started a club dedicated to trying out all kinds of things in hopes of making our marks appear.
Is that how that works?
No, but no matter how many times you tell them, they just don't seem to listen.
You needn't worry, Princess. I'm sure it's simply a phase.
Sure, surely.
Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon will be laughing at us then.
Who?
Don't worry about it for now. We gotta focus on saving Scootaloo.
A2 Apple Bloom.
So
good.
But you mentioned that the Cutie Mark Crusaders have 3 members, right?
It's actually really catchy music.
2 capes.
I'm not sure.
For Sweetie Belle?
It's in police custody.
Wait.
It is currently undergoing examination, results of which I assume.
Wait.
The capes belong to you and your friends, Apple.
There were 2 capes. One of them was sent for investigation. Is there blood on that 3rd cape? Is that... Well, I don't know who the prosecutor is, but is that what the prosecutor is going to bring up when it comes to pinning Scootaloo?
Yeah, Sweetie Belle was the one who made the capes. She used some of Rarity's custom-made golden silk to line the inside.
So this Sweetie Belle, she knows Rarity then?
Sisters.
She knows her. She's her little sister.
I wonder if she's just as dramatic and over the top as.
Yes, I will do this throughout most of the song. Damn it, I have to stop to listen to read this. The third one was taken to the police custody. Outside, the capes are red and each has a blue emblem. The insides are lined with silk. So maybe they would have seen the silk because the silk glows like a motherfucker. So maybe whoever saw it at night would have noticed the golden silk because it's mostly plain on the top. And if it's almost pitch black at night, and well, this is actually killed right outside of the forest. So there would be light shining in. Unless he was in the forest, saw the golden silk, and walked towards it before he ended up dying. Potentially. Anyway. Golden silk. Sweetie Belle used it when making the CMC case. A roll of it was sound. Scooter's good. Why did she bring it with her?
Apple Bloom, do you have any idea why this stuff is
That
here?
golden silk.
Scooter, the wagon, the cape.
It's very precious to rarity. Last I checked.
What? Huh?
What's wrong?
Man, you're really bad at lying.
The wagon.
Oh, dang it, the music stopped.
You're right. It looks like a hoof.
Is that a hoof?
Though it looks incredibly small.
It sure.
Maybe he kicked it
Right?
when he was on the floor. Wagon attached to scooter usually used to carry around Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle. There's a strange mark on the floor left in dried mud. Wasn't there on the afternoon of the murder. Gold silk roll. Or, better yet, the Goldzo-Kroll. I love the Goldzo-Kroll. But wait, was this when they first made the fucking capes? It couldn't have been. Why was that even there? Like, were they about to send it back, but then got caught in the middle of something? Also, we don't even know where Sweetie Belle is. We have not seen her yet, so I have no idea what her relation to the crime is yet. Also, I guess I did that part about Rarity being Sweetie Belle's sister didn't update, or maybe it's not going to update. I don't know. I guess that's common knowledge for the people who already know the show, but you know, I don't know. I don't know what information needs to be relevant or not. Nice ghost trick noises.
These things are tiny. I'm surprised you caught them twice.
She's a very detail-oriented person, so I'm not surprised.
They belonged to a pair of nearsighted glasses.
Do you
Nearsighted glasses?
Not true. Neither the victim nor the suspect wear glasses, so it's possible these were here before the crime.
Turning page, or the victim, or sorry, the real culprit's glass shards could have been there. It couldn't have been the mom or the kid. Neither of them wear glasses. Do we have evidence? We don't have their picture in evidence, right? The picture of the three of them. And we don't have the profiles of Fair Devotion. Just Fair Devotion. We only have Royal Order and Turning Page. Nearsighted glasses. So they can't see far away very well. I should know.
What's down that staircase?
It's, let's just say it's something important and leave it at that. Trust me, we do not need to get into that whole story.
There's a lot of stories.
Over. I'm gonna drag the answers out of you, Twilight.
There's a lot of stories. Dude, a lot of plot happened in 4 seasons.
There is one more detail you should probably know.
He even has white hooves to reference like gloves.
To Princess.
Of course.
What about it?
We're not certain if it's connected to this crime, but we discovered something rather peculiar behind that statue.
What was it?
Blood.
Blood?
Is it the victims?
Not be related to the case.
It depends on who it's from.
Victims, you see.
Is it Sakura's?
Blood isn't the victims?
Correct. That's why we're uncertain if it has anything to do with the case or not.
Where's Sakura?
You should see it for yourselves. These diagrams the police made. One of the Everfree Forest.
That's good.
And one of the crime scene.
That's also good.
I think you'll find them most useful. Take care.
The Everfree Forest diagram and the Castle of the Two Sisters diagram, the crime scene diagram. So, yeah, we're going to need to know those.
It could be useful to know exactly how the forest is laid out.
Roger that, Twilight.
Where's Apple Bloom?
Hold up. Where's
Yeah.
Apple Bloom?
Did she get lost again?
It was right behind us a second ago.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
What's up?
Is it just me, or has Apple Bloom been acting off ever since we started investigating the scooter and wagon at the crime?
I noticed your ghost trick noises. I know them. I got you.
Perhaps she's trying to hide something from us in order to protect Scootaloo?
You have a Magatama.
I thought too. But how are we going to get her to...
Well, we don't really even have the evidence.
I can try. I can't guarantee that she'll open up completely, but I might be able to squeeze some information out of her.
Therapy. Therapy. Therapy.
On it, boss.
Athena's gonna use therapy on Apple Bloom, and it's gonna be good, really good, and I'm gonna just stop hyper dancing in the middle of the episode.
So, how did you and your friends first meet?
Well, we became friends because we were the only fillies in our class who hadn't yet gotten the cutie mark. I was being bullied by these two other fillies, Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, and Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle stood up for me. Ever since then, we've been the best of friends and formed the Cutie Mark Crusaders. We're like a family. I couldn't imagine life without them by my side.
A family, huh? I think I get what you mean. They're always there for me, too. Even during one of the worst experiences I ever had.
Very true. Yeah.
It's something I should...
I don't think either, no.
Say, if it weren't for my friends, I definitely wouldn't be here right now. I needed it most. In more ways than one.
Absolutely.
Then I guess that's what we should be doing for Scootaloo, right? Sweetie Belle and I both? I'm gonna uncover the clue that'll save the day. You'll see.
Therapy.
What's it here for?
Again, long story.
Or not. Y'all come here and give up some of our candy so that Nightmare Moon won't gobble us up.
Good.
So it's like Halloween.
Well, what?
Is this Nightmare Moon?
Yup. Back when she was still evil.
Still evil?
Why don't we talk about this another time?
Oh, what is with all the deflecting and cryptic clues today? It can't be that hard to just explain it.
It really isn't, Athena. It really isn't, because there's an entire episode dedicated to each of those things that you have mentioned. There's at least one or maybe two episodes dedicated to literally every single point that Twilight has not explained yet. There's a lot to take in. Like, if you just summarize it in a sentence, you'd be like, huh? No, go further into that. Like, it's not that simple.
Private Eye said that there were small traces of blood behind the statue, right?
I can only think it's Sakura. Out of all the people that we haven't seen yet,
This?
I can think of Sakura.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Stop staring at the blood.
Isn't really the kind of thing a filly like you should be doing.
Also, wait, a pool of blood's gonna make you sick, but weren't you looking at the scooter a while back, and that's caked up blood? Unless, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a difference thing. Maybe because it looks more like actual blood. It's instead of just red on something. I don't know.
I have to do this for Scootaloo.
Then don't stare at the blood.
All right.
You can look away from it.
I don't think this is enough blood to have been from anything fatal.
Yeah.
The puzzle is what it's doing here.
It could have just been an injury.
Do you still have that forensic flashlight on you?
I do! Oh, I see. You want me to use it to check for any blood that might have been wiped away.
Huh?
There really was more blood.
Come on, let's follow it.
That's what probably leads to Sakura. Oh, that's a lot of blood.
Calm down.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of blood. Christ.
Oh, my.
Oh, they wiped a lot of that off. Oh, even Widget is... Ooh.
The amount that was visible may not have been fatal, but this? There's no way someone could still be alive after losing this much blood.
This was what the crime scene was. Then they moved the body over. But no, they said the blood wasn't... I have...
Did the kind
No, because this isn't his blood.
No, it couldn't have, remember? This isn't Royal Order's blood.
Wait. No, but wait. But what if the blood that was wiped away was his blood, but the pool that was left there is different blood? Maybe that pool of blood is there just to be a red herring, and the blood that was wiped away is his blood. Because did they ever check? They never actually checked to see if the blood was still there. They only checked the little pool behind the thing. They didn't even see the blood that was on the statue itself, which that could be the actual killing blow. And then Scootaloo's bike would have been mangled and framed somehow. I think that we don't even know if the blood tested here is the same blood as the blood in the back. If that's the case, then this could be his blood. If not, if this is the same blood as the one in the puddle, because we can't determine what is different, we can only see the puddle, but there's more blood that was wiped away. If it's the same blood, then I think it's Zikora's, and she could be like near death, potentially.
But whoever's blood it is, they are unmistakably dead.
Wait, you mean this case might have a second victim?
I can't say for certain, but I wouldn't rule out the possibility.
We need to see.
Insane! Just what is going on here?
Is this getting all Danganronpa on us?
Yeah!
But turning.
Finally found you, you ugly hench pony! You thought you could hide from me in this forest? Ha! No such luck!
Nina!
Get back, you spiky-haired villain!
No! Watch it!
Twilight, why don't you stop him?
What you're doing here?
If I may interject.
And who would dare? Princess Twilight!
I would like to ask you to please stop attacking these two humans.
But they were trying to get Miss Scootaloo arrested.
No, they're not villains. They're trying to save Scootaloo as well.
They are?
That's what we've been saying.
Y'all are. They were trying to stop you from getting into trouble.
Yeah, you could have been.
Kids.
Yeah.
You're willing to let it.
You could have gone to jail.
Oh.
I hope that kid didn't do something to my back. I am too young to start turning into Mr. Right.
But we need to ask you some questions about what happened last night.
We'll need to handle this delicately. Otherwise, he might clamp.
Therapy!
Let me take it from here, Twilight.
Sure thing, Athena.
So, turning. You know Scootaloo?
Yeah, she and I are friends. Look at this ribbon she gave me yesterday. It was a thank you gift for standing by her side when she was confronting a pair of bullies. There were these two bullies who were causing trouble for Miss Scootaloo and her friends yesterday. So, I stepped in and scared them off.
Guess the whole thing just slipped my mind.
I seriously doubt that.
Miss Scootaloo and I got along really well. And that's why later that day, she gave me that ribbon.
Okay. Yeah, we have all this statue shit. Glass shards. Poison joke. God. Ribbon. God. Yeah, we're getting information. Oh, we are. God, this court record's amazing.
How long have you two been friends?
Well, just since yesterday, I guess.
Had you met her before then?
No, but I knew who she was. Not only that, but she's also the president of the Rainbow Dash fan club and a founding member of the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
That's a lot of info for only having heard of her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she has connections to one of the element bearers, some of my biggest heroes. How could I not know who she is?
Element bearer. Jeez, I could really do with a guidebook or something. I've never felt so lost.
I don't even go to school.
What? You don't? What about your education?
Homeschooled?
I don't need school to teach me a bunch of useless stuff. I can learn everything I need to by getting out into the real world and experiencing it myself.
I think Twilight.
I was literally about to say that. It's like you broke Book Horse by saying school is sucky.
My father was okay with it, though. He actually made this wooden sword for me.
Are we gonna put that sword in evidence?
You attacked them with your sword?
Of course. My father always told me the true mark of the Royal Guard is more than their strength and bravery.
So a fucking weapon!
This is it's just another test of strength for me to go through.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Something else my father always told me, that you need to remain strong, even in times of hardship. That's why I'm not going to cry. I won't be sad. I have to show him that even though he's gone, I'm still strong.
How much you want to bet he's gonna cry at the end of this case?
His heart is crying out in sadness, but he's trying so desperately to act like everything is fine. I know he wants to stay strong in his father's memory, but this is doing him more harm than good.
We would like to know what you were doing. So, where were you?
Be honest.
Paige!
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it, fair devotion.
The mirror from the photograph.
Would you be kind enough to give us your name?
Fair devotion. And you are?
Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Nice to meet you.
If this is how Mr. Wright engages in small talk back home, then Trucy's gonna be waiting on that new mom for a while.
No, you guys didn't. You did not just... Oh my god. Here Athena is just throwing shade everywhere today.
Oh, she sounds so devastated. Just like turning. I can't let that stop me, though.
Is that a beret? I'm trying to figure out what her cutie mark is.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, it's sad. But I'm trying to figure out what her cutie mark is.
If you want to know what I had to say, just ask them.
We already did, but...
Then that's all you'll be getting from me.
It's pointless to try to get any more information out of either of them right now. We'll find a way to prove Scootaloo's innocence and bring the real killer to justice.
You will?
I will. I promise.
Okay.
Good.
You better, because if you don't, I'll find a way to do it myself, no matter what.
It's a deal.
Good. God. Is that it? No? How much is there left? Oh, God. There's still 10 minutes left. Is he gonna mark them down?
Down the time it takes to get to various locations throughout the forest. See?
Good!
It takes about 5 minutes to get from the entrance of the forest to here. Then it takes 3 minutes to get to the statue and 30 minutes to reach the castle.
30.
10 minutes to reach it from here. 15 minutes according to Twilight.
So it's halfway.
My head hurts.
That's about the halfway point. Yeah, we gotta do some math on this. Unless, I mean, it would be better if they marked arrows and paths on there. Yeah, they've updated it. Okay. So from Zecora's hut to the castle is 15 minutes. From the crossroads right here to the castle is 30 minutes, which means it's a halfway point between the crossroads and Zecora's hut. The crossroads to the clearing is about 10 minutes and then back. The crossroads to the statue is 3 minutes, just that little path. The entrance to the crossroads is about 5. So from the entrance to the castle, it's around 35 to 40 minutes. Yeah, it took a while to get to the castle. That's essentially what we're getting at. It took a while to get to the castle. Also, I guess this will now be the current court record we look at until the next episode. So
they're so mysterious.
You're telling me. Bizarre apple trees, clouds that move on their own. Oh, and I can't possibly forget about the mirror pool.
The mirror pool?
Oh, isn't that the thing the Pinkie Pie used to clone herself over and over again?
you're right.
The mirror pool is a strange pond that houses a very peculiar kind
Yeah, Athena, we're dealing with magic, so...
Recite an incantation. The pool will create a near-perfect clone of the one reflected on its surface. After the whole incident was over, I made sure to cover up the entrance to the cave leading to the pool with a large, heavy rock.
Uh-oh.
You can accidentally walk in.
Oh, but what if someone knew about the mirror pool? Why are you bringing that up? Why are you bringing up the mirror pool if that's not going to come into play? Hang on. No, you're not going to bring up the mirror pool now, are you? Oh, you can't just throw that in there and not use it.
We need to go visit Scootaloo and hear what she has to say.
Right then. Follow me. I'll show you how to get there.
She just starts flying. All right, so we're not getting any more evidence, which means we're probably near the end. We still haven't found Zecora.
Applebloom?
Do you think we could stop at Carousel Boutique first? I want Sweetie Belle to come with us to see Scootaloo. We have to support her. Together.
Is that okay, Athena?
Of course.
We'll stop at Carousel Boutique, check back at the castle to see if we received a reply from the High Council, and then we'll go straight to the detention center.
Sounds like a plan.
Hopefully it doesn't take too long.
Castle. I could see it from all the way over here.
I'm so envious of you, Twilight. Getting to live in a castle like that?
You're envious? Why?
Yeah, why? The treehouse is so much better.
What more could you want?
Her treehouse back.
My
Yeah!
Your old home?
Do you mind if we take a little detour?
Oh shit, are we gonna get to see the remains of T-Rex?
What's this about? I wonder.
Are we gonna see that? Do they even still have that up? Oh shit, they're gonna go to the fucking... They're gonna go back to the fucking tree. And it's still gonna be burnt up. Golden Oak Ruins. Oh my god.
Whoa. What is this place?
This is where I used to live, before I moved into my castle.
This is your old home?
I recognize this track.
Lloyd, what happened to it?
It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Equestria was under attack from a centaur named T-Rex. He had sucked out the magic of nearly every single pony in Equestria, making him extremely powerful. I eventually had to fight him, and in the process, he destroyed this library. My home.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry, Twilight.
You had to fight this T-Rex alone? What about your friends or the princesses?
They were helpless.
My friends had been captured and drained of their magic.
Even Discord's magic.
They knew that T-Rex would be after their magic, so they decided to transfer all of their powers to me in an effort to hide it. They believed that T-Rex wouldn't be able to find the magic since I was Equestria's newest princess, and it was possible he didn't even know I existed. But he eventually discovered me, and we ended up having to battle each other.
All the princesses' magic versus all of Equestria's magic. That must have been quite the battle.
Yeah, side note, that was one of the best moments in the entire show. It was really well animated. It was kind of like a Dragon Ball Z fight. It was really amazing. I'm still taken back by thinking about the animation that happened, and it's one of the best things that come out of season 4. That's all I had to say.
Where's T-Rex now?
In Tartarus.
Where he originally...
He's in hell right now.
Still, you managed to beat him, right? And you got a castle?
No, don't try to find a silver lining at this, Athena.
I guess I just wish that instead of a castle, I was given this place back.
You don't like your castle?
It's a nice place and all, but it's just... It doesn't feel like it's mine.
What do you mean?
When was the episode? That was in season 5, was it not? Because I'm trying to remember. Did the episode where the friends dollied up the castle, was that in season 5? It would have been, because I think Starlight was a part of that, because she had to keep Twilight occupied while the friends fixed up the castle to make it more like home. So that does keep in line with continuity, where she still doesn't feel like the castle really is home. It's just a place to live. So yeah, that does keep in continuity. I believe it was in season 5 when that happened, because I think Starlight was a part of that, and she didn't exist until season 5. This is valid. I appreciate the nods to continuity, honestly. It's like they did their homework. I like that.
I didn't really ever ask for it. I didn't really ask for any of this. Being a princess was never something that I ever had any desire to pursue. Given the time,
She would be in this mindset back then.
Surely it must have been for a reason, right?
I guess there was a reason. But in the end, it doesn't change the fact that the life I now have wasn't one I ever wanted. I was just forced to accept it and act accordingly. And that's exactly how I feel about this tree here. This was my old home, and now it's been taken from me and replaced with something I never asked for, nor wanted. There were so many precious memories I had in this place, of my friends, of you, Phoenix.
That would have also been burnt up.
Sometimes that I could have them, even if just for a day, to remember what it was like.
A life you never wanted but were forced to follow.
Athena? What's
Nothing.
It's almost like you can relate to that, Athena.
Any different? Yes. I was accused of killing my own mother. But Mr. Wright? He believed in me. He stuck true to his beliefs, and not only was I found not guilty, but he found the real killer. And I was able to save a dear friend of mine when he was going to be given the death sentence for the same crime.
I still love this game.
The whole reason I became an attorney. The reason I even decided to study law at all. It was all to save Simon from that faulty verdict that I couldn't save him from all those years ago. If only I'd been able to convince everyone. If only I'd been stronger. My life would be completely different. I wouldn't have met Mr. Wright, Apollo, or Trucy. I certainly wouldn't have gone into law. Forced? Forced by who? Fate? Like with Twilight, was all this just meant to be? But now that he's been saved, what else is there? I still want to be a lawyer. But what if I'm just not good enough? Not like I did much to free him anyway. That was all thanks to everyone else.
Athena!
Jesus.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Got into spiraling, huh?
Are you alright, Athena? You look a little sick.
Yeah, I just kinda zoned out.
I'll say.
Sorry. It's my fault. I shouldn't have brought you.
No, this was good, Twilight. This was actually good.
No, it's okay, Twilight.
Yeah.
I understand. Change can be hard, especially when you're not expecting it.
Thanks. I can reminisce some other time, though. For now, we should be focusing on the case at Huff.
If that's what you want, what do you say, Athena?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get going. We don't want to miss visiting hours at the detention center, and we still have quite a bit to do before we get there.
We can talk about it later, Phoenix. God damn it. Why are you making me feel? I'm just trying to finish watching this goddamn anime ending? Why are you trying to make me feel? Like, what the... Why are you fucking trying to make me feel? That's really all I have to say.
It was really good. It was a really good episode. Like, from setting up the fact that like most of the other cast hasn't really seen the others, and like they were all able to interact. They were actually able to have a time to themselves. We got to see them interact with each other more. We got to see, you know, the plot actually start, getting into the Everfree Forest, figuring out the case, figuring out Fair Devotion, and totally not Professor Layton. Like I'm almost positive Private Eye is supposed to be a Professor Layton inspired character. I can only imagine, like, literally his color scheme, his outfit, his demeanor, his very British voice that is very much proper and intellectual. Everything! He's supposed to be Layton. You can't prove to me otherwise. He could also be a recurring character because he's the investigator from Canderlot. So that could come into play. I don't know what I'm doing. That being said, I don't know when I'm going to get to the second part, but I know it's already out. I will get to it though. Just when I'll get to editing all of this into some kind of mishmash or whatever.
And I can confirm, sitting in the editor's chair, at almost 1 o'clock in the morning on the 24th of June, that yes, it's a mishmash fuck, and I've been trying to get this done for over a month. Sorry.
God. It's really good. I like the little details. The editing's really good. Again, I had nitpicks, but you know, they don't make me hate the episode at all. It's really good. I would say I really did like the ending. I like how it was animated. I like the song. I like the lyrics. I'm going to sound a little rude. Some of the harmonies didn't really match. I don't know if that's based off of like where it came from. The singing voice was good. The singing voice was good, especially when it was on their own. There were some notes that were just a little bit flat, just a bit, or some of the harmonies didn't really mesh. But I don't know. I guess that's more nitpicking because I don't hate it. Like I didn't hate this scene at all. This ending credits, it was good. It was good, and it was a good way to bridge the feels from earlier into a positive message. And I applaud the singer for doing so. I just think the harmonies could have been a bit better. I don't know. Am I just being? I don't know. I don't want to be rude, like, because I feel that. I say that because I know exactly that feeling of trying to make harmonies that sound good, but they don't. They just don't. They don't sound as good as they should be, or as you would want them to sound like. I get that. Believe me, I as a singer get that. Which is why I want to bring out the criticism that it just didn't sound good in some places. It was mostly good, and I really enjoyed the overall message of the song. Like, just because I didn't like some of the harmonies doesn't mean I didn't like the entire song. The song is great. I'll probably end up listening to it back just to really get into the feels of the song and all that.
With all that being said, everything that was mentioned before and all the feelings that I have towards this song, it has to be good enough for it to actually trip the copyright censor. So there's that. It has to be good enough for YouTube to mistakenly actually copyright me, thinking that it was the real song. So, you know, you gotta add props where there's props. It's a really good song, all right? That's all I wanted to mention, because, again, I didn't hate it.
Damn, being real sucks. Anyway, that's all I have to say on this episode. Stay tuned, I guess. Just those of you who watch, you already know you're going to watch the next part that I put out eventually. And be sure to tune into that because I have 0 other things going on this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. I was wearing pants!